Hey there, Poke fans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb through the Master Ball tier using a team that we built from scratch. Happy Friday, first and foremost. The Peoria Regional has already started by the time that you see this video. It had started about 3.5 hours after this this video is going to be posted. But I also recorded the first 4 matches of the Kitakami Open, or the prologue. And I asked at the end of that video is if you guys wanted to see more. So let me know down in the video of that one or this one if you guys want to see more content. I also got a comment about having a Discord server for the channel, and that's something that you guys want. I will create one tonight when I get home from work, and it'll be posted for Saturday's video. Now, what we're going to do here is to kind of see how the team is going to go for the seasonal rank ladder. I made a lot of terrible moves yesterday, and I just kind of been reflecting on it and then trying not to fall asleep at work. Tired, man. But we're gonna do a lot. So we're gonna examine yesterday's footage, and then we're going to maybe make changes to the team tomorrow. So we're going to reflect yesterday's and reflect today's, and then update the team and go from there. Now, the Kitakami prologue does lock out Pokemon from being used in the season, I think. So I can't make any changes to them specifically, but I think I could still use them in the seasonal ladder. I think. I'm not 100%. It's weird when things get locked. I don't really know, but either way, let's get into our first match of 4 for the day. So let's get to it. All right, our first match of the day, we've got Cresselia, Ursaluna, that's Blood Moon, Iron Hands, Water Ogerpon, Hisuian Arcanine, and Fluttermane. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 physical attackers, 2 special attackers. So Arcanine is unfortunately going to have to come into this one. I will have to watch out for Fluttermane though, because that power gem from yesterday just wrecked his face. Is not something I calced for or even thought that people would even be using. But I'm not surprised. People were caught off guard from like Fluttermane having Thunderbolts, which realistically dethroned what's his name? Palafin, because Palafin couldn't withstand Thunderbolts from Fluttermane. And it might be the same here with Arcanine with Power Gem. So we just got to keep that in mind going forward. I think in this case though, we're going to walk in with Garchomp, Arcanine, so that we can instantly get the reset. We're going to walk in with Iron Hands, and I kind of want to walk in with Urshifu, but Shadow Ball for the Cresselia would be really helpful. I'm also going to try to plan around Trick Room being activated. So I'm going to walk in with Urshifu instead. I'm going to need to be able to, because I can't activate Tailwind. One, I didn't bring in, I did not bring in Tornadus. Wow, I'm just absent-minded all the time. I apologize, guys. Because I didn't bring in Tornadus, and I did bring in Sinistra again. But I did open up with the best open that I could possibly have with Arcanine and Garchomp against their Arcanine and Iron Hands. So that's dope. Intimidates all around, but I'm going to be switching out for my Arcanine for possibly Iron Hands. We'll see. We're going to go off with the Rock Slides though. Swap to Iron Hands. That way I don't get hit with anything. I'm probably going to get hit with some sort of Will-O-Wisp, which maybe Terra Fire might have been better. But I'm going to attack first because of the Scarf. So we'll swap out so that way they get the -1. Fake Out goes over to the Garchomp. That's totally fine. Here comes the Will-O-Wisp though. Garchomp can move. Rock Slide on their side. So they did go in for like the Rock Slide thing that I did. I'm going to Terra Fire just so that I don't get stuck with the Will-O-Wisp, because if I do, that's going to be deafening. But I'm going to get that Arcanine off the field as much as possible. Now, I'm not trying to bait their Terra. They withdrew their Iron Hands, so that's good call. To bring out Cresselia. I'm not trying to bait their Iron Hands. I'm not their Terra, and I'm not trying to bait other things. What I'm trying to do is just avoid the possibility of being overshadowed by other combatants. So with this, we're gonna negate the entire effects of it's a good call there with the protect. We're negating the Will-O-Wisp. We're gonna still keep the -1, but we just need to make sure that we do not get hit with Will-O-Wisp for the Garchomp. Otherwise, Rock Slide isn't going to be as detrimental, but the Drain Punch here isn't going to do anything to that Arcanine either. So that's kind of disappointing. I'm going to open up with Rock Slide again. I'm going to swap out to bring out Urshifu now. Now I put Arcanine in direct confrontation. Now, I also didn't use Fake Out. So I'm glad I'm switching out here because I just realized instead of going for the Fake Out, I went for something else. Now the thing is that I could have walked into like a burn here from the Arcanine to the Urshifu, which would be terrible if it was. Nope, it's Rock Slide on their end. Nothing to Urshifu, but that's okay. Trick Room is activated by the Cresselia. So no flinching was activated. Swap. And we'll bring in our Iron Hands again. And I'm going to go ahead and just Surging Strikes the Arcanine. I don't know what their thing is, but I'm switching into this. Psychic goes over to the Urshifu. Super effective. Arcanine with the Rock Slide is going to knock out. Oh, does not knock out Urshifu. That's good. Urshifu flinch, you couldn't move. Are you serious? Bro, Chacho, are you kidding me? Fake out the Cresselia, and we'll swap over to my Arcanine. They'll also withdraw theirs. Oh, that stinks. That stinks really, really bad. Pick out Cresselia. You don't move this turn. So Drain Punch to Will-O-Wisp. Helping Hand. This is probably going to go straight into the Arcanine. My Iron Hands attacks faster. This mine's slower. Drain Punch. Boop. So the Arcanine's going to knock him out. He's going to get all of his HP back. Oh, almost all. This is really, really hoping that the intent... Well, I could have swapped out for Intimidates. Problem is, I'm kind of stuck now. I don't think we're going to be able to pull this one out of the bag. They have one more turn for Trick Room. Slam to Cresselia to Aqua Jet to Cresselia. Boop. Rocky Helmet. No Rocky Helmet. Drain Punch into the Urshifu. It's not going to be enough to really gain a lot of HP. But now it leaves Urshifu, or not Urshifu, but Iron Hands up to the Psychic, which may not do a whole lot. It does not. Okay. And Twisted Dimensions are returned to normal. Now we bring back Garchomp. And we will Heavy Slam into Cresselia. And I will Rock Slide. Actually, Crunch will hit Cresselia for a lot. Drain Punch into Crunch. Withdraw Iron Hands. Bring on Arcanine. So here comes the -1. Crunch. I don't knock out Cresselia? Are you kidding? Lunar Blessing. So it goes for the heal instead. Are you serious? Drain Punch. Boop. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's so clutch. And the Citrus Berry with the Arcanine. Oh, man. Heavy Slam to the Cresselia, and I'm stuck with Crunch. I should have went with Rock Slide. At least I could have gotten the flinch possibility. Special or super effective. Here comes Garchomp. Oh, it's like he dodges the Rock Slide. Lunar Blessing coming in from the Cresselia again. Try to keep its HP up as much as it possibly can. Heavy Slam. Boop. Knocks out the Cresselia. From a crit, no doubt. Now I'm stuck using a move that realistically only affected Cresselia. Ugh. Boy vey. Okay. Drain Punch over to the Arcanine. And Crunch on the Arcanine. Why not? Fake Out. Stops the Garchomp. Rough Skin. Does a little bit of damage. Here comes the Rock Slide. Hits both. Will knock out Garchomp. That's unfortunate. Does barely anything to Iron Hands though. So now it's 1v3, I think. Drain Punch. Still a lot of damage. Yeah, it looks like to be 1v3. Drain Punch the other Iron Hands, because I think Arcanine's going to swap out here. Does not. He Flare Blitzes. A little bit of damage, not too much though. It gets the burn though. And that recoil doesn't knock out the Arcanine. Drain Punch. Boop. There's a little bit of a punch to my Iron Hands there. But boop. I do nothing. I don't do anything. Yep, we're out of here. 1v3. I'm burnt. Not happening, guys. I apologize. We are out. So Cresselia living a -1 Garchomp from Crunch by all means. That's insane. Oh, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Might as well have not Terra Garchomp there. Alright, next match is up and ready to go. We've got Ursaluna, Ogerpon, Tornadus, Urshifu, Bronzong, and Militech. So I think we're going to walk in with our Tornadus this time, obviously. We have 3 physicals, 3 special attackers. So we don't really need to bring in Arcanine for sure. Do I need to bring in... I mean, Sinistcha would probably be really, really well in this matchup here. It doesn't have Rage Powder, but it would do really, really well. We'll start off with Urshifu just to kind of put up that pressure. Iron Hands, and then we'll bring in Sinistcha. We'll leave Garchomp and Arcanine in the back. With these 4, I feel like I'm able to start moving things in my favor. I am mostly physical attacking, but with this, I should be able to have some sort of edge with having 2-2. So Militech and Bronzong versus Urshifu and Tornadus. So first thing I want to do, obviously, is taunt the Bronzong. Then I want to Surging Strikes. What do I? I kind of digging the music right now. Surgeon's Terra, Water, Surging Strikes, the Militech. Is it Melodic, Militech, or Milotic? I want to say Milotic or Milotic. I'm not sure. Let me know down in the comments down below, guys, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Taunt over to the Bronzong. No stuff for you. Mental Herb, so stuff for you. Are you going to activate Trick Room? I hope not, because that would be kind of a terrible thing for you. Surgeon strikes into the Militech, and it doesn't do that much damage. I might get it less than half. Yep, less than half. Let's go. Let's see. Ice Beam. Over to the Tornadus. Does not get the KO. Does a lot of damage, but won't get the KO. Trick Room is activated. Why did you activate Trick Room? That's so weird. The rest of your team, I mean, you do have Ursaluna, but is that cause for concern? We'll bring in Iron Hands though. And I kind of want to switch into Sinistcha. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a double switch. Because I don't believe my Sinistcha is based on speed. I could be wrong. They're going to Terra. I'm going to check my team here. Grass type, so that's dope. My Sinistcha is not based on speed, so this is going to be very interesting. Gyro Ball goes into Iron Hands, does nothing. Scald goes into Sinistcha, does nothing, but it does burn. That's dope. Love that for me. But I have leftovers, so that's cool. And so do they, unfortunately. Let's fake out the Milotic and Shadow Ball. Should I use Shadow Ball? I kind of want to use Calm Mind. I don't think that's gonna really matter. We'll Shadow Ball the Bronzong. He hasn't used anything. Milotic is gonna protect, so my fake out's useless. Gyro Ball. Over to Sinistcha. Doesn't do a lot, but here comes the Shadow Ball. Boop. It's a little more than half. Leftovers kicks in. On both Pokemon here. How long does Trick Room have? 2 more turns. A Drain Punch, Milotic, and I'm going to Shadow Ball the Bronzong. It's a good thing I brought in Sinistcha. It's really, really good. Sinistcha, or Bronzong's going to protect, which is totally cool. Drain Punch. Right to the Milotic. Oh, I'm going to drain a lot of HP from that. I'm going to go back up to full. I'm pretty much not, like, it's not like I'm not healthy. Shadow Ball goes into the Protect though. So is Bronzong physical? I mean, is Gyro Ball? Bronzong, he is not. He's actually a wall. But his physical attack is stronger. But he's just more of a wall. Okay. That makes more sense. So the Milotic, oh well, that's a burn. Did he get Will-O-Wisp? I think he got Will-O-Wisp. If that's the case, that kind of sucks. Drain Punch and Shadow Ball. We got one more turn of Trick Room left, I believe. Still 4v4. No one's really gotten a knockout. It would be in their best interest to get that Bronzong out of there, but it's going to leave them open for a lot. Strength Sap is going to, like, kill next turn. Protect on the Milotic. Gyro Ball goes right into the Sinistcha. Does not do enough damage. Drain Punch goes into the Protect. And here comes the Shadow Ball into the Bronzong. Boop. KO. And we're finally making progress. They're healing up quite nicely. I'm burnt. Both my Pokemon are burnt, but I have a way to heal Sinistcha. I do have a way to heal Iron Hands. It's just that lowered attack though. That's gonna be something else. You know what? I'm gonna do something that's gonna be incredibly odd. Incredibly odd. I'm gonna swap. Well, no, it's probably not good to swap. I'm gonna Drain Punch that. And I'm gonna Strength Sap. Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel. Does not knock out Iron Hands. Gets really close though, but it does not. Ice Beam goes over to the Sinistcha. Does not knock it out either. Strength Sap. This is a good Pokemon to get all of my health back, hopefully, and lower your attack by 1. Because you have a lot of attack. Yep. Full health. Drain Punch lowers you down quite a bit. Yeah. Oh. So the idea that I had was to Strength Sap my own Iron Hands. I don't think that's gonna make a difference. I mean, he is burnt, and I could just emergency heal. So why not? It's probably not gonna do like any good, but I thought it would be a good idea. So I decided why not. Not very effective. I do want to Calm Mind. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I kind of do want to Calm Mind here. I'm really thinking about it. I don't think it's going to be like the benefit though, or the benefit that I want, because I'm switching into Tornadus. No, we're going to Strength Sap again. I think that's the better play. They're going to switch Ogerpon out, which is good because the -1 is terrible. They're going to send out their 4th Pokemon, which is going to be the Ursaluna. Iron Hands comes back. I'm hoping that the Milotic was attacking Sinistcha again, so this -1 to Ursaluna isn't going to do as much. Scald goes to the Tornadus instead, which is going to get a crit and knock him out, which is very unfortunate, but it does open me up to something a little bit different now, which is incredible. I go up to full health. Leftovers heals a little bit. I get burned a little bit. Now we're going to bring on Urshifu again. Now I'm going to Surging Strikes into Ursaluna, and I'm going to Shadow Ball into Milotic. This should knock out Ursaluna. Yep, 2-hit KO. Down goes Ursaluna. What was a 3v3 is now a 3v2. Soon to be 3v1. Burn. Burn. Shadow Ball. Woo! Sinistcha saved the game. Holy cow. You guys have no idea. This Ogerpon's gonna come out and it's gonna be really pissed off. It's gonna be super pissed off. Because it's not gonna attack this Urshifu. It's actually gonna be attacking somebody else. I'm gonna swap out to Iron Hands here in just a minute. And I'm gonna drain the sucker's attack. So swatch out to Iron Hands. I'm going to strength sap this thing. I'm not letting him sit out there. Ivy Cudgel, I think, is still grass type, but it might turn into fire type, which I'm okay with because, oh, here comes the Wood Hammer. That would have definitely KO'd Urshifu. Absolutely would have one-hit KO'd him. But the recoil is going to kick in. Here comes the Strength Sap, which is going to heal up Sinistcha quite a bit. Now, he does have Horn Leech, but with me lowering down his attack, you know, a stage or two, I'm hoping that it does enough. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. We'll go with that and Strength Sap again. Surging Strikes. With the recoil, it should be enough. No, it will not be enough. 1, 2, 3. Maybe the recoil will be enough to knock himself out. Wood Hammer. So the Urshifu will get the KO. Is it enough? It is enough. Oh, what a close match. And Sinus just sat out there for almost the entire thing. That's dope. I hope you guys vote him MVP, because if not, there's gonna be a riot in the comments. Not literally, but go Sinistcha. Holy cow. All right, next matchup, we've got Fire Ogerpon, Okidogi, Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, and Landorus. So, and that's Therian, by the way. So we might have to walk in with Tornadus again and then be able to like kind of do the same setup as we did last time. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking Pokemon. It might be beneficial to bring in Arcanine in case if we do get stuck in with the Chien-Pao. So maybe, oh, what should we bring in? I kind of want to bring in Garchomp to kind of apply a lot of that pressure. And again, if it's Chien-Pao Tornadus, then Rock Slide should be doing quite a bit of damage here. But also Earthquake, well, Earthquake's not going to do hardly anything. But is Urshifu going to be able to knock out Chien-Pao? I mean, it should, because it's got the the band. So we'll bring in the same Pokemon. No, we won't bring in the same. We'll bring in Arcanine. We'll keep Sinistcha and Garchomp in the back this time. I don't want to give an opportunity for my opponent to take advantage that I have. What am I trying to say here? I don't want to give them the advantage of like hitting a grass type Pokemon with Chien-Pao. Tornadus and Landorus right off the bat. And I have Tornadus and Urshifu. Intimidate goes off, which is not realistically going to matter too much. But I am going to go ahead and get set up with the Tailwind so that I outspeed. Terra, Water, Surgeon Strikes to Landorus. Now they could swap and bring out another Pokemon so that Landorus doesn't get KO'd here, but Landorus is leaving the field one way or another. You can either accept the KO or just accept the fact that he's going to be gone. Now he could be Scarfed and use Rock Slide, and even with my Tailwind, I will still not be able to outspeed, but I will not get KO'd by Landorus. So again, Landorus is going to be leaving the field one way or another. Hopefully we both activate Tailwind. So we both Terra. Mine's Urshifu going to water. Landorus is his Terra, and it's also water. Is it going to be able to survive my Surging Strikes though? Probably. So we'll not leave this turn, unfortunately. But we do have Iron Hands in the back. Yes, I think so. We do have Iron Hands, so we will have that. No Tailwind on their side. No Prankster anything. So it's most likely going to go for Bleak Wind. So 3 hits does not knock out the Landorus, but it gets it really, really low. And here comes the Bleak Wind. It's a decent amount to Tornadus, not necessarily to Urshifu. Here comes the Sandsear Storm. Does not affect Tornadus. Will knock out the Urshifu though. Sandsear does not affect... Oh, because it's ground. That's right. And it will apply burn. Okay. All right. If that's how you want to play. We can play. I'll bring out Iron Hands. And I'm going to Bleak Wind. And I'm going to fake out the Tornadus. Tornadus going to protect. That's totally fine. You did the double protect. That's even better. That's even better. Yeah, I missed Bleak Wind and Fake Out, but do you know what that means? I get to do this. And this is going to be fun. So now I set up with the Bleak Wind. And I go the Thunder Punch into Tornadus. Tailwind goes off. You're not scarfed, so I know that. So Bleak Wind's going to go off. Knocks out the Tornadus. Or not Tornadus. Landorus. Drops the speed in that Tornadus, though. So it's one stage less than full Tailwind. And Thunder Punch to knock it out completely. You traded 1 for 2. You almost got 2. If Sandsear attacked Tornadus, you would have gotten 2. But I got the other one, my man. Okie dokie comes out, and Ogerpon. Dope. Okay. Little breaker. So I'm gonna Bleak Wind, and I kind of want to swap out. I think that's gonna be the play here. Swap out the Urshifu, not Urshifu, Iron Hands. Man, they both have hands. I get confused easily. I'm sorry. I probably should have brought out or changed out Tornadus, but he's going to be able to attack before any of those two, for sure. Oh, Guard Dog activate, so no stat drops for Okie dokie. Spike Shield for Ogerpon. Bleak Wind does not hit Ogerpon. Will it hit Okie dokie? It does. And that's a considerable amount of damage. Ooh. Ice Punch right over to the Tornadus. It is going to knock him out, though. I love the punches that are getting more play. I love that. That's awesome. Tailwind is gone. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. Iron Hands comes out. Iron Hands doing Iron Hands things. It's going to fake out the Ogerpon. And I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Okie dokie. Let's lower his attack a lot. I don't mean a lot. I mean a lot. But they are going to outspeed me now. So, fake out. Take that Ogerpon. You don't get to do anything this turn. Okie dokie. Drain Punch does get the KO. Are you kidding me? Like, my Arcanine's supposed to be able to withstand punches, and he's not withstanding nothing. Wow. Okay. So they have one more turn of Tailwind. I'm just gonna Drain Punch the Ogerpon. It's the only thing I can do right now. Oh boy. I was really hoping to get the Will-O-Wisp out. But I totally forgot Guard Dog does not stop stat drops. Ivy Cudgel hits. Gunk Shot also hits. Does not get the cut at the KO. Drain Punch after Ogerpon drops him down to 1 HP. Can I go up? Not enough. I don't think it's going to be enough for me to survive. Tailwind drops. I don't know if we're going to get this one, guys. I would have to hope that either Gunk Shot or Ivy Cudgel would miss. Heavy Slam into the Okie dokie. That's not really much I got. Do I get attack first? Nope, Gunk Shot, but it misses. What? That's dope. I mean, it did nothing. It did nothing. But here comes the Drain Punch on the Ogerpon. We're 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Oh, quick attack. Not enough. Gunk shot again, and it misses. Drain punch. Are you like BMing me right now? I went up literally 1 HP. That's so stupid. All right. Yeah, why not? Thunder punch, gunk shot again. It hit this time. Ugh, that was so much. It was a good game, don't get me wrong. That was a fantastic game. I just wish Tornadus did a little bit more than he did. I also wish I wasn't one-shotted by Okie Dokie. Man, Articuno, Arcanine, what are you doing, man? What you doing? What are you doing? Oh, getting one-shotted like that. Who knew? All right, final matches here and ready to go. We've got Fluttermane, Dodonzo, Amoonguss, Dragonite, Tornadus, and Scizor. Oh boy. Okay, so how are we going to deal with this matchup here? It's one thing to deal with like priority Pokemon like Dragonite and Scizor, but it's another one to bring in freaking Donzo, who I still can't do anything with because reasons. But this time I do have something that I could use against that side of the field quite a bit. So we're going to bring in Tornadus and Garchomp, Sinistcha, and Iron Hands. We're going to bring these 4, and hopefully we'll be able to turn the battle here. I think Okie Dokie would have been less trouble. Well, no, because Garchomp would prevent his stats being lowered by Strength Sap, so maybe not. I was going to say Sinistcha would be like great last game, but I don't think it would have made a difference. All right, Dragonite and Tornadus versus Tornadus and Garchomp. We're going to go ahead and get the Tailwind off, and then I'm just going to go straight into the Rock Slides for the possible switches. Now, this could be a Terra Normal Dragonite with extreme speed, in which I should be able to withstand. Should be in the keyword. We will see. This could be a Dragon Dance set as well. I don't know. They'll activate Tailwind. No extreme speed is activated on their side of the field because it would have went before Tailwind. My Tailwind goes off next. So now, Rock Slide. Do I get the flinch? 26 a lot. Ice Spinner goes right into Tornadus, which he will live with 12 HP. I'm going to Leer, and then I'm going to Rock Slide. Extreme Speed knocks out Tornadus. But this is going to hurt a lot because there's no more multi-scale on that Dragonite, and I'm going to knock out that Tornadus. So now I'll bring out Iron Hands. And they bring out Dodonzo. Fake out here, and I'm going to swap to Sinistcha to deal with that Dodonzo. I'm going to Strength Sap him so hard. Now, if he's unaware, he might ignore his own status. I don't think that's how that works. But if he's unaware, that's going to make it worse. I think Oblivious would make it so that he can't be intimidated too. I'm not 100% sure about that. So don't quote me on that. Fissure. Okay. Iron Hand, or like the Donza knows Fissure. That's funny. Drain Punch. Heavy Slam? Yeah, Heavy Slam the Dragonite, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I mean I can Macho Gotcha. I'm gonna Strength Sap the Dodonzo. Ice Spinner. Over to Sinistcha, does not get the KO. Strength Sap from the Dodonzo. I'm gonna lower its attack 1 stage, and I'm gonna be the best there ever was. Heal up to full. Heavy Slam, right into that Dragonite. Does not get the KO, are you serious? Fissure hits Iron Hands and crushes him. Are you serious, bro? That's dope. I love that. Okay, and tail ones are gone. Okay. All right. This is it. It's down 3-2. Rock slide for sure. And I'm going to Terra. I'm not going to Terra normal. I'm going to Mucha Gracha. Mucha Gotcha. Matcha Gotcha. Do the conga line. Terra Fairy. On the Dodonzo. I haven't Terra'd yet. Extreme Speed. Over to the Garchomp. Rough Skin. Pops it. And it should knock it out. And it does. Rock Slide. Hits the Dodonzo for a little bit of damage. Matcha Gotcha. It's not super effective. It still does look quite a bit of damage. And it flinched. Could not move. And here comes the last Pokemon on their side, which is going to be Fluttermane. Photosynthesis due to this booster energy, and speed was heightened. Okay. This is probably going to be dumb, but I'm going to try to save the Sinistcha right now. Rock Slide, Terra, Mucha. I'm not going to save the Garchomp. Garchomp isn't going to be able to outspeed that Fluttermane. And I do not feel comfortable enough with changing it to fire to be able to withstand a Dazzling Gleam when that Fluttermane can easily Shadow Ball into... Well, that would have KO'd him anyway. So I would much rather save him from the Shadow Ball into Sinistcha. And I'm just going to go Matcha Gotcha, which is going to do a lot of damage to that side of the field anyway. Donzo uses Rest. I'm okay with that. You go up to full, but now you're asleep. Oh, Lumberry. Good call. I'm gonna call Mind. Moonblast. Boop. Not enough to knock me out. Calm Mind is going to give me a +1 to special attack and special defense. What is Dodonzo going to do? Wave Crash. This is probably going to knock me out. Does not. Damaged by the recoil, and I get a little bit of health due to leftovers. Is that enough? Is that going to be enough? I don't think it is. Strength Sap. The Donzo. Moonblast. Is it? Nope. Not enough. I thought it was. I thought with the Calm Mind and the opposite Terra with the leftovers would be enough. But unfortunately, guys, it's not. Dang it. That was good. I was not expecting the Fluttermane in the back, though. And I knew that even with the Terra Fire with the Garchomp, it wasn't going to survive a lot. Fissure, though. Fissure on the Iron Hands. That really ruined my team for sure. Dang it. All right, guys. Well, we're currently 9-11. We're officially past our winning streak, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. It's always going to be a learning curve with our team, but we still kept it up as much as we possibly can. We're dropping down to 45% from 50, and we were high up, like really high up there, but that's okay. We'll get back there. So what did we learn from this batch of battles? One, the calcs for my Arcanine should be looked at, because Drain Punch against this Pokemon is incredibly hard. So I need to either start tearing it or maybe change to the other Arcanine instead. I like having the Fire Rock, but if Rock is weak against fighting moves, that's harsh. So let me bring up both Arcanines here. So Arcanine Hisuian and Arcanine Regular. So Arcanine, his swing is weak against, he's 2 times weak against fighting, 4 times weak against ground, 2 times weak against rock, 4 times weak against water, while the regular Arcanine is only 2 times weak against ground, rock, and water, and halves a lot of other things here. So we might be switching over to the irregular Arcanine, and if that's going to be the case, I mean, I'm not using Rock Slide on mine, so maybe we don't worry about that and go a little bit more of a defensive thing. So instead of Howl, have Protect, so that I can start saving those Pokemon a little bit more by protecting to some sort of moves, and then I'm only affected by 3 types with regular Arcanine. But that's a synopsis. I think we're gonna go with that. I do need to change Sinistra's ability from Heat Proof to Hospitality. I still haven't done that. So I'm actually going to do that after I get done recording this episode. So that's not going to happen again. But what else? I would like to see a little bit more Protects on our team. Maybe having Protect on Tornadus would be really, really beneficial. I have Leer, Taunt, Bleak Wind, and Tailwind. So maybe taking Leer off would be a little bit more beneficial. Maybe it does help out a little bit, but maybe having Protect or maybe like a Weather Setter to like offset some Sun teams that I see from now and then, and maybe having Rain Dance so that when I open up with Urshifu and Tornadus, I do have that little bit extra damage on top of it, because I don't have Mystic Water, but it does get a boost in rain. So we'll see. I'll do some calcs, see what I would come up with that, and then when the next episode comes up, we'll have those changes for you. So with that being said, let's go ahead and end this episode there. Why don't you go ahead and like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys thought of today's match. I still think Sinistra is MVP, so let me know what you guys think. And maybe let me know what Terra Sinistra should be, because I have normal, which may or may not be the best one, but we'll see. I'll let you guys kind of fight it out in the comments. If you're brand new or if you're a returning viewer, hitting the subscribe button would be the best. That way you can see when I upload next, and you can even amplify that even more by clicking on the bell notification on the right hand side and selecting all. My Uncle Mike says that helps out really well with engagement, as well as pumping out the videos and the channel. And if you can do that for me, that would be perfect. We're going to try to hit 420 subs by the end of the month, because it's kind of funny, but it's also more realistic. And I still have the end goal of 1,000 by the end of the year, but that's just more of an outstanding personal goal, which I believe we can hit, and I can do that with your guys' help. So without further ado, that's it for me. Thanks again for watching 20 matches, officially down, and we'll be back for more. Till then, have a good one. See you then. Peace.